All right, check it out. I don't believe I've ever been to Panda Express and got such a hefty bowl for $11.99. Actually, technically, because I went with one of the premium entrees, it was a little bit more, but oh my. Shout out and salute to that worker. He took a big yawn when he was about to take my order, and I was like, it's been one of those days? He says, yes, it has. And he proceeded to just load up this container. So I got the bigger plate, which is 3 entrees and either rice or chow mein. That's what they call their noodles. They call their noodles chow mein. Not me. Don't come at me in the comments. Panda Express calls their noodles chow mein. So I got chow mein, maybe a little too many onions in the chow mein that I would like, but he loaded up the chow mein, loaded up each of my 3 entrees, and right here, Panda Express, this thing weighs a ton. My Uzi weighs a ton. Shout out Public Enemy, look at this. It's even bursting through the clamshell right there. We're gonna check this out. Cue the intro. What is up, everyone? It is the endorsement, and it is time for another review. This is where I try something and tell you if you should like it or not. I can be very persuasive. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at all of this food. I went with the black pepper sirloin steak. That's right here on the top. There was so much in this that he actually had to give me that in a separate container that I just dumped on there. Over here is the sesame chicken, and right here is the OG orange chicken, and then the chow mein. Look at this. I think with tax it was just about $13 or 13 and change, but that's mainly because I got the black pepper sirloin steak. You know, they always do a little upcharge for the you know, not the standard entrees, the more expensive ones when you get steak and when you get like certain shrimp. But there it is. You are joining me for dinner. Nothing really new here, but I had to share with you the fact that I got about a 20-pound bowl, look at this, or container for like 13 bucks. So here's a piece of the sesame chicken. We're gonna get that with a little bit of chow mein noodles. Ooh, there it is right there. Here we go. Americanized Chinese food. Panda Express. You know what you're getting at Panda Express. And there are tons of these noodles underneath all of this food. Let's go in for a piece of orange chicken. There it is right there. Wow. Hot. Fresh. And tons of it. Wow. I have to move it around or it's going to fall over the edge. Let's go one more before I try the steak. Let's try one more of the sesame chicken. That's a nice piece right there. This is hitting the spot today. I think it's honey sesame, maybe. All right, let's go in for some of the steak with some of the veggies with it. Ooh, this is hitting the spot. And again, shout out to that guy. I should have got his name. All right, so here is the black pepper sirloin steak with some mushrooms, green beans, and pepper. Wow, that steak's pretty tender. Sometimes I don't gravitate to the steak over at Panda. Sometimes it's not as tender as I would like it. That's breaking down pretty good. Wow. There's some steak. There's some of the sesame chicken and orange chicken. I'm gonna get the trifecta of the proteins going on right there. Leave some comments below if you ever get the hookup over at Panda. Normally this is like a Chipotle situation where you have to ask, can I get a little more chow mein? Throw a little bit more on there. And I hate doing that, but when they come correct like this and load it up, it just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. We'll take a final bite, give it a rating. Those are the 3 entrees I got right there with the chow mein. Like I said, the bigger bowl is $11.99, and I think it was $1.25 for the extra. So yeah, it was like just under 14 bucks. Tons of food. This could be 2 meals for some people. It's going to be 2 meals for me. Lunch today and lunch tomorrow. Final bite. All the proteins kind of mixing together. Give me one more scoop of this chow mein. Okay, all right, so listen, I'm a fan of everything going on here. Plenty of it, fresh, hot. The only thing I'll say, and I like onions, don't get me wrong, there are so many of these large pieces of onions in the chow mein. Sometimes you get that. I don't know if that's their way of cutting costs, so there's not a lot of the chow mein, or there's less of the chow mein, but it is what it is. I still enjoy the flavor of it. And 1 to 100, this is a 90 all day. 90 out of 100. It's hitting the spot. I'm not comparing this to authentic Chinese food. I always have to say it in the comments. We know what we're going to get, and we know what to expect from Panda Express. Americanized Chinese. I enjoy it from time to time. Haven't had it in about a month or 2, and it is hitting the spot. So there we go, another review in the books. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, please do not forget to check me out on Instagram and Twitter. That is social media, getting the word of my channel out to the masses. In closing, I'm done. Light up the comments. What's your go-to at Panda Express? Have you ever got the hookup like this? I didn't mention I was filming it because I wasn't actually going to film it until I saw him put it together and I felt the container. And I decided to invite you guys along for my lunch. Appreciate you, and we'll see you soon with some more reviews.